matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Cardinals offense has its first opportunity of the day. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And it just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Oh, they're after him. Quickly to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Cardinals are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The give to the back. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he got loose. Got enough space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Looking downfield, it's Chambers. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Free up the gut. The 20. He's at, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Syracuse. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their feet.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find.
Right down the middle. He's at the tip, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Let's see what they've got on second down. On the run, it's Stewart. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Back to throw, it's Chambers. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it down the right side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Sends them back in motion. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hauser. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. A little screen to the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Hits the afterburners. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound their way in. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
That defensive front was a stone wall on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Louisville! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Orange will have to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He takes it at the 45. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's McWilliams. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Cardinals will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a gap. It's Stewart. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Offense in a split backfield. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll leave it with him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Might be changing the route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Fair catches signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got a man. It's Barry Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man, or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes a stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and management. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Got rid of it just in time.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your count?
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Orange.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Creates a little room. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Got it in the middle, it's Hauser. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
There he goes! They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise that the O-line gets called for holding. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's McFadden. Open space at the 25. He's loose. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown. Cuse. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 10 over UTEP. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Here's the handoff. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. They'll send out the kicker here. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the 2nd half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it 1 play at a time.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. It's reverse. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Chambers. Here's a heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Try to get it to the edge. And some room to work. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisville! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Back to pass, it's Chambers. Snagged in the middle, it's Stewart. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Syracuse right back at it.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
So now it's 2nd and long. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.